Hello everyone, Tom here from HTNetwork, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to port forward, which means your friends will be able to join your server or anyone else on Hytale. We're going to make sure your Hytale server is nice and public. It's going to be relatively straightforward. It's actually not that complicated. I'm going to be doing this video on a VPS from ourselves, but you can follow along the exact same steps on your own PC. Sometimes a PC does have a couple of extra steps, but I will explain that in the video. But for a VPS, it's going to be exactly as shown here. But for a PC, you should be able to follow along just as nicely. So first of all, open up your PC or your VPS and go to the Windows search bar, and you're going to want to search for Windows Firewall with Advanced Security and open it on up. It's going to look like this. You can see right here, Windows Defender Firewall with Advanced Security. So what you guys are going to want to do to port forward is open a couple of rules which allow inbound and outbound connections basically to your computer that the server is running on. It allows connections to communicate, if you want to put it simply. What you're going to want to do is when you're on this page, go to inbound rules. We're going to click new rule in the right hand corner here, and it's going to pop up a little wizard. You're going to go to port, and then you're going to click next, and then you're going to select TCP. And in the specific local port, you're going to paste on in this port right here, 5520. That port is the port for Hytale. And then just click next. Allow the connection, allow every single one of these rules. And then for the name, we're going to just do Hytale. And then click finish. We're going to do this again. So new rule, bring up that wizard once more, go to port, click next. And this time, we're going to select UDP. Specific local port, exact same port, 5520. I'll leave it in the description below for you guys to copy too. And then click next. Allow the connection, allow every single one of these, and then name it Hytale. Do not worry about the name in particular. Whatever you call it, it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't even have to be the same as the other one you just created, as long as you know what it is. And then click finish. And there you go. A couple more steps. This time, we're going to go to outbound rules. And we're going to do pretty much the same process, but on outbound rules. So go to new rule, bring up that wizard, go to port, and then click next. TCP, paste on in 5520, and then click next. This time, it's going to automatically block the connection. You're going to want to allow the connection, so click next. Select every single one of these once more, and name it Hytale. And click finish. And now for the final one, new rule, go on over to port, and then click next. Select UDP, paste on in 5520, and then click next. Allow the connection, next. Allow every single one of these, next, and then call it Hytale. And then just simply click finish. Okay, so from here, if you guys are running a Hytale server on a Windows VPS, this is all you need to do. A VPS doesn't require you to do any other further settings. Your Hytale server will now be joinable if you just give your IP address. However, of course, if you guys are running this on your own PC, it's very likely you're also going to need to do these exact steps, but on your Wi-Fi router settings as well. So to do that, you're going to want to, first of all, make sure your Wi-Fi plan allows to port forward. Some Wi-Fi plans do need you to buy a better plan. For example, I know some places in America require you to have business plans to port forward. So just make sure you check with your provider, first of all, that you can indeed port forward. Once you've done that, head on over to Google and literally just Google how to port forward and then on, and then your Wi-Fi provider's name. And the 90% chance is your Wi-Fi provider is going to have their own steps on how to port forward. So for example, personally, even though this is a VPS, if I was doing this on my own PC, I have BT Wi-Fi. So I'm going to Google how to port forward on BT Wi-Fi. And you'll see right here, they have their own steps on how to port forward on a BT hub. And depending on your hub, they have a bunch of different ones. And then it will go through the exact steps on how to port forward on your Wi-Fi router settings. And it tells you how to get to your Wi-Fi router settings as well, which is usually as simple as going on your browser and entering an IP address that they give you. And then you go through settings and you do those exact same steps. So open that 5520 port, TCP, UDP, inbound and outbound is the exact same way. And once you've done that, you'll be ready to go and join your Hytale server with your friends. And all you need to do is give them your IP address and they can direct connect or just search your name on the server list. I hope you guys did find this video useful. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys are looking for VPSs to run your own Hytale server on, HTNetwork has them down in the description below. We'd really appreciate it if you check it out. Or if you just want Hytale hosting, which is literally setting up in a couple of seconds. You can also check that out down in the description below, as we do have that as well. I'll see all of you guys in the next video.